10 scary videos caught on security camera. Let's get it.
Social media user Billy Goff usually posted ordinary clips from her day-to-day life, the kind of casual videos meant for friends, quick laughs, and harmless moments at home.
Okay.
But one night, she unknowingly captured something that would soon draw the attention of the paranormal community. Billy was filming herself dancing in her kitchen, completely convinced she was alone in the house. It was supposed to be a fun, playful moment, nothing serious, nothing strange. But just before uploading the video, she noticed...
I wonder what I'm eating. Got that oxtail mac and cheese. Shout out my girl for taking me out for my birthday. It was yesterday, April 2nd.
Noticed something in the background. And in an instant, that harmless little clip turned into something deeply unsettling.
Okay. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be looking. Hell nah.
Did you catch it? As Billy dances, something suddenly rushes past the hallway behind her. It moves so fast and so silently that she never notices it while recording. Only later, after replaying the footage, does she finally spot the strange figure. Disturbed by what she sees, Billy asks her followers if anyone can explain what was caught on camera. Some viewers believe it looks like a spirit moving through the house, unaware that it had been seen. Others insist it could be nothing more than a glitch or some kind of visual distortion.
A glitch?
But whatever it was, the clip left Billy with one terrifying thought, that maybe she was never alone in that house at all. Before you step back into the dark, and subscribe to Scary Comp for more chilling encounters, ghostly evidence, and terrifying paranormal stories caught on camera. Because next time, it might be something far worse. The following creepy footage was captured by the home security camera of a woman named Carla. And for weeks, she had been noticing the same disturbing pattern night after night. Every evening, right around 10 p.m., her dog would suddenly start barking in the exact same direction, reacting as if something was there, even though Carla herself could never see anything. At first, she tried to brush it off.
It'd be stuff like that that it's like, you know, they be having
maybe it was a stray animal, a passing shadow, or something just outside the camera's view. But when it kept happening, at nearly the same time, every single night, it stopped feeling random. Eventually, she decided to go back through the security footage during one of those moments, hoping to finally uncover what had been setting her dog off.
What is that?
As the video plays, something strange begins to come
or what?
into view. At first, the shape is so unclear and the movement so unnatural that Carla's first thought was that it might be some kind of UFO or a drifting light anomaly. But as it continues moving, the form starts becoming more defined. And what first looks like nothing more than a simple light slowly begins to take on the outline of a full human figure. A body, a face, and then, just as suddenly, it disappears from sight. After she shared the footage, the reactions were immediate and deeply unsettling. Some viewers believed Carla had captured a demonic entity. Others suggested a fallen angel. And then there were those who thought it might be something even stranger, a presence mimicking human form without actually being human, which could explain why it seems so distorted at first.
Nobody thinks this shit is just a regular human in her backyard. It's just a whole bunch of just crazy shit. They seeing some shit I don't see.
Without actually being human. which could explain why it seemed so distorted at first, before becoming clearer as it moved.
Yo.
So what exactly passed through Carla's property that night? A trick of light? A camera illusion? Or something paranormal that was never meant to be seen at all? In August 2025, a security camera inside a motorcycle dealership in Thailand captured a deeply unsettling moment.
Okay.
At first, everything looks completely normal.
Yeah.
A female employee sits alone inside the shop, quietly waiting for customers, while the showroom remains calm, silent, and ordinary.
Okay.
But then, without warning, something strange begins to unfold.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built a...
Suddenly, the front door swings open by itself. The woman immediately stands, walks toward the entrance, and starts speaking to someone no one else can see. She behaves as if a real customer has just stepped inside, someone standing right in front of her, visible only to her. Moments later, her co-workers notice what is happening and rush over, trying to tell her there is no one there. And then, in an instant, she collapses.
What the fuck?
Later, the woman insists that she clearly saw a man enter the dealership. According to her, he looked completely normal, just another customer asking about a motorcycle. But the moment her co-workers came closer, the man suddenly vanished, without a trace. That is when fear took over, and she collapsed in shock.
Oh,
so what really happened inside that shop?
She looked over, seen nobody there, probably was... I would have tweaked too. Imagine talking to somebody and then actual people come up to you, tap you, be like, yo, who are you talking to? You look over, you don't see nobody? Oh, I would lose my shit.
Was it a hallucination? A psychological episode?
That ain't no hallucination. The door open.
Did she come face to face with something far more paranormal than anyone there was prepared for? This terrifying paranormal clip dates back to 2012, when a group of friends decided to take part in a disturbing Brazilian ritual known as Jogo do...
We won't skip the name of that. In Jesus' name we pray. I rebuke this.
But according to many who know of it, this ritual is believed to be far more dangerous. Late into the night, the group gathers around the glass, waiting. At first, everything seems calm, almost harmless. But then, without warning, the atmosphere changes. And what began as a game starts to feel like something far more sinister.
See? This is why you don't mess with them type of... Not gonna lie, respectfully, I don't know what they saying or what they gonna be doing, but nigga.
BNG?
Nee, jetzt so schief.
Ich schiebe nicht. Wie soll ich denn? BTM oder was?
Nee.
Hä?
Ey, wer ist das?
Was ist denn jetzt los? Anja,
Ich schieb nicht, ich schwöre, ich hab Angst. Du hast dich schon! Nur weil sie jetzt noch weiter gedreht hat, hab ich gesehen!
was ist jetzt los? Alter!
Mama aus, Mama aus!
Suddenly, one of the women reacts. She jerks her hand away, as if she felt something she was never supposed to touch. Within seconds, the others do the same, all responding to the same overwhelming sensation.
See?
Something strange. Something deeply wrong. Fear spreads through the room almost instantly. Then, out of nowhere, the glass is violently thrown on its own. And what makes the clip even more unsettling is that this is not the only one. Over the years, many older videos have surfaced online showing people attempting this same ritual, only to experience creepy, unexplained, and possibly supernatural events.
See?
Mão direita. Canalizem isso.
In Jesus' name, I rebuke this
Sintam
completely.
existe presença aqui conosco.
Y'all can mute or not. That's up to y'all.
Alguém
I
está
try to
presente?
believe it or not. My headset's turned down, but I got it up for y'all. Just in case y'all didn't want to hear this.
O que é isso?
But I recommend
Quem
it.
fez isso? Eu não fiz nada.
Some believe that once this game begins, it has to be ended the right way. Because if it is broken off incorrectly, especially if the glass shatters or is thrown, whatever answered may not leave. And according to the legend, that is when the haunting begins.
See?
A normal home becomes a place filled with fear, paranormal activity, and something that refuses to go away.
See? No.
So what do you think? Is Jogo do Copo just an old scary game?
No.
Or a ritual people should never dare to play
I'm not fucking
in
with
the
that.
first place? Celia Ann is an aspiring author who usually shares updates about writing her book on social media. But every now and then, she posts something far more unsettling. She grew up in a large
I don't know how
Victorian
y'all
house,
mess with them.
and whenever her parents leave for
Them Ouija boards, them rituals and all. I'm leave that shit alone.
the night, she is the one left watching over her younger siblings. On the surface, it sounds simple enough. Except the children keep waking up from terrifying nightmares, night after night, until they become convinced the house is haunted.
Unlock the world's largest, most liquid financial market with Forex.com.
Then one night, Celia catches one of her brothers sleepwalking and decides to record him so her parents can finally see exactly what has been happening.
Idiot. It's a person. It's Walter. It's a person. It's a guy. Walter is here. He never gets Walter. Walter is not gonna get Walter, just go. He's locked.
In the video, her brother can be seen sleepwalking and talking as though he is looking directly at someone named Walter. When Celia later shows the footage to her parents, they are completely confused. They have no idea who Walter is. But according to her brother, Walter is someone he sees around the house all the time. He says Walter wears a top hat and just stands there, staring at him in the middle of the night. And if that was not already disturbing enough, only a few nights later, Celia records something even harder to explain.
Can you please shut the doors?
Can I show it so you can see that it sees? Oh
yeah.
They're shutting.
Oh, there it goes.
Show it so nobody can everybody can see that.
Oh, wow, nice job.
That's really good. Okay, can you try opening the doors? If it's too hard, we can help you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it a little push. Right.
This is the most activity I've ever actually seen because my mom was always the one that saw the activity happening.
Bro.
Can you please try
This is the most
pushing
activity
the
I ever
doors.
saw because mom's the one that see the most activity. Huh?
Open instead of shutting them?
Wow, nice job.
That's really impressive.
Oh, is it? Oh, never mind. That's just...
Impressive.
Okay.
Wait.
It's shutting them. Good job.
Impressive.
Try keeping one open. Okay.
Nice job. Okay, guys, let's go downstairs.
Okay, we're gonna head downstairs, okay?
Without anyone touching them, the doors suddenly swing shut on their own, just seconds after one of Celia's siblings
We're gonna head downstairs, okay? The fuck you talking to this nigga like he your fucking cousin?
asks Walter to close them. Then, moments later, they ask for the doors to open again. And unbelievably, they do. As if something inside the house is actually listening. After that, Celia begins to believe her siblings may have been telling the truth all along, that the family home really is haunted. But according to her, Walter may not be the only spirit inside the property. Her siblings claim they have encountered several paranormal presences there, and they have even tried communicating with them.
No, there's multiple. Get the fuck out of there. Like, the fuck out of there.
Okay, if you were the lady Cecilia saw in her mirror, please turn the flashlight on. If you were the little girl singing last time, please turn the flashlight on.
It might not have been the little girl. Okay, you can turn the flashlight off now, okay? Can you please turn the flashlight off if you are also the person that I saw behind my mirror?
Oh God.
Bruh. Are we serious?
Okay. If there's a spirit here, can you please turn the flashlight on? Okay, thank you.
Then the flashlight starts turning on and off, almost as if something unseen is using it to answer the girls' questions. Shaken, they ask,
okay, how the fuck are they so calm? Like, is it cause like y'all not like bro? There's no, bruh, hell nah.
Again, just to see whether the first response was only a coincidence. But once more, the flashlight switches on, as if whatever is there is responding on purpose. At this point, Celia is fully convinced that her old Victorian home is every bit as haunted as her siblings claimed. But what do you think? Is this family really dealing with something supernatural? Or is there another explanation hiding inside that house? This eerie footage was recorded inside Willard Library, a place known not only for its books, but for the deeply unsettling paranormal reputation that has followed it for decades. The building is said to be haunted by a spirit known as the Grey Lady, an apparition that staff and visitors alike claim to have encountered for years. People have reported seeing a woman in grey drifting silently between the shelves, hearing footsteps echo through empty hallways, and even watching objects move when no one else is around. Some employees say certain parts of the library feel unnaturally heavy, as if the moment you step inside, something is already watching you. On this particular day, as a librarian was closing up, she suddenly heard a strange sound coming from nearby. Listen closely.
I can hear you back there. Why don't you show yourself to me? I know this is your home, and I mean you no disrespect. I'm just curious about you, like why you're here and who you are. My name's Missy. I'd love to know more about you.
Missy, you crazy.
After the footage was shared, others began coming forward with chilling experiences of their own. One man said he had been inside the library for less than 10 minutes, only there to print a document for work, when suddenly he was hit with the overwhelming feeling that someone was standing right beside him. The reaction was immediate. a rush of fear, chills crawling through his body. And when he turned to look, there was no one there.
See?
What made the moment even more disturbing was the response from a staff member nearby. Seeing his panic, she calmly told him, "Yeah, that happens all the time." He left right then and never came back. Stories like that are exactly why so many people believe whatever haunts that library is not just some residual energy, but something aware.
Bro, you telling me? Oh yeah, that happens all the time. The fuck you mean? You just going about your merry way.
Something that chooses when to make itself known. Some think the Grey Lady is still wandering those halls, bound to the building for reasons no one fully understands. Others believe the paranormal energy there has built up over time, turning the library into the kind of place where the unseen does not always stay hidden. In the dead of night, a woman named Emily received a motion alert from one of her outdoor security cameras. At first, she assumed it was nothing unusual, just headlights, a passing car, or maybe someone moving nearby. Thinking it was probably harmless, she chose not to check it right away. But later, when she finally opened the footage, she was met with something genuinely disturbing, something that did not look normal, in the slightest. Perched on the roof of the house was a tall, pale figure. It stood there in
Fuck is that, Voldemort? The fuck? What the fuck was that?
complete stillness, as if it were watching from above, and that alone is enough to send a chill through anyone. But then, the footage takes an even stranger turn. Without warning, the figure appears to rise upward, slowly, lifting into the sky before drifting away into the darkness. And as it disappears, it seems to leave behind a faint, ghostly trail. Even zoomed in, it is incredibly difficult to explain. Whether this was some bizarre visual anomaly, a paranormal apparition, or something else entirely, it is the kind of creepy footage that would make anyone fear looking at their roof at night. This video was recorded by a man named Rody, who says he has gone weeks without getting a proper night's sleep, all because of a relentless knocking sound that begins late at night and drags on for hours. It is not random. It is not occasional. According to him, it happens every single night, with the same disturbing consistency, enough to slowly wear him down as he lies awake listening to something he cannot identify or explain. After putting up with it for more than a month, he finally decides he has had enough. So despite the fear of what he might find, he steps outside his house at around 3 a.m. and walks toward the exact spot where the knocking always seems to be coming from.
Capto fantasma en video.
Bueno, chicos, yo voy a filmar esto porque después me dicen que es mentira. Ustedes escuchan ese ruido, ¿no? Porque...
Bro, I would be scared shitless, bro. Gotta have pole on you. Anybody that's weird, creepy, or crazy getting... Nigga getting fired now, nigga.
Quiero que vean la hora que es de la mañana.
What time is it?
La hora que es...
Like 3:38? Somewhere around there, I think. 3:39 probably.
De la mañana. Hace un frío afuera.
3:38 in the morning. 3:39.
Love Roblox?
Love Roblox.
Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards.
Quiero que vean. Ahí, de acá viene el ruido, desde hoy lo estoy escuchando. Hace un frío, bro. Miren, acá está el asador, el pasillo.
You can't be flipping the camera like that. That should be scaring me.
¡Ey! ¿Qué carajo? Quiero que vean. El frío que hace. Porque posta no se dejan de escuchar esos ruidos desde mi pieza ahora. Nah.
On my life, I was just about to say, is that a person right there? That was literally about to, right before he said, hey, I promise you, I was just about to say, is that a person? And guess what? It ain't. It can't be. Or he moving at the speed of light, because how the fuck you get low that quick? That nigga ran behind that shit pretty quick.
¡Ey! ¿Qué carajo, boludo? Quiero que vean el frío que hace. Porque posta no se dejan de escuchar esos ruidos desde mi pieza ahora. Nah.
I don't know, bro.
As he records the darkness, something suddenly peeks out near the fence line, then quickly pulls back, as if it realized it had been seen.
Like, what is that?
The movement is brief, but clear enough to suggest that something is definitely there. And what makes the moment even more unsettling is the silence that follows. Because if that had been a real person running off, you would expect footsteps, some sound of movement, anything. But
like,
there is nothing.
Bro, like anything.
Then another disturbing detail appears.
The nigga vanished. The nigga vanished into thin air. How, my nigga?
Nearby, a swing can be seen moving on its own. And if this were just the wind, you would expect the surrounding plants to be shaking with the same force. But they are not. They remain mostly still while the swing keeps moving, as if someone had just been sitting there moments earlier. So if something really was hiding by that fence, and something really was moving that swing, were those two disturbing moments somehow connected? You decide. The following chilling video was recorded by a paranormal investigation team in Carson City as they explored one of the state's oldest still operating locations, the St. Charles Hotel. This place carries a deeply haunted reputation.
The St. Charles Hotel. I don't want to go there. I know that shit crazy. Ain't somewhere I'm trying to be.
Over the years, multiple deaths have reportedly been connected to the building, along with disturbing incidents that have left certain rooms feared by both staff and guests. Visitors have long described hearing footsteps in empty hallways, voices whispering behind closed doors, and sudden temperature changes that strike without warning. Some even say a few rooms feel unbearably heavy, as if something inside them never truly left. So, when investigators Patrick and Jason arrived, they already knew this haunted hotel might deliver something strange.
Okay.
They just didn't expect the paranormal activity to begin so quickly.
Door. Whoa. What did it say? 198, 213. Whew. Near logical creature. 313 degrees. Can you make this box go off some more? 82.
313 degrees?
What the hell? Dude, there was somebody, 503. Dude, I went back in here and it went to 503. If I should leave, can you make this go to just really, really hot? If I should get out of here, 500. This went to 500. 150. 590. Did you get it?
I'm sure I did.
Do you know? Oh, it's so hot in 224.
172.
Dude, it is
179.
Are you right here? Yeah. No, it's like holding my hand right now. It's like hot right around my hand.
It is super hot right here.
And it's holding there. Something flashed on the SLS too. Can you make that go even higher? Make it. Yeah. It smells like it's on fire. Yeah. 151. Are you on fire?
139.
Is it going back down?
140. 111. 172. 151.
What in the world?
Yeah, it hasn't stuck like this ever.
No.
Inside the room, the temperature starts rising and dropping at an unnatural pace, shifting far too fast to feel normal. And as the investigation continues, the atmosphere seems to change with it. The space grows heavier, more suffocating, more intense, to the point where even they begin to feel like they may have stayed too long. But just before leaving, they capture one final piece of footage, something neither of them can explain. Watch closely.
There appears to still be quite a bit of activity inside the St. Charles Hotel, and even some guests that never checked out.
Some guest that's never checked out.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm gonna start with this loop that I made.
The moment a strange light anomaly appears, the encounter takes an even darker turn. A pale, shadow-like figure suddenly moves across the room and then vanishes into the bathroom in an instant. And that is where this haunting footage becomes truly unsettling. Some believe it could be connected to the hotel's violent past. Perhaps the spirit of someone who once stayed there, suffered there, or died in that very room, still trapped inside the space. Others think the light anomaly may have been more than just a visual glitch. Maybe it was the exact moment that paranormal presence gathered enough energy to briefly reveal itself, before disappearing again. So what do you think this terrifying figure was? A trick of light, or something supernatural that only wanted to be seen for a moment? The following chilling clip was captured by a team of paranormal investigators who chose to live stream their exploration of an abandoned house, giving viewers a front row seat to what they would later describe as one of the most aggressive haunted locations they had ever entered. From the very moment they stepped inside, the atmosphere felt wrong, heavy, stale, and deeply unwelcoming. It was the kind of silence that never feels truly empty, the kind where every footstep feels like it is disturbing something hidden. Investigators often believe places like this can absorb years of fear, trauma, and decay, allowing dark energy to settle in and linger until the environment itself begins to feel hostile.
I'm not waiting for the environment to feel heavy.
Nu mai cânta, băi, nu mai cânta, băi, omule, băi. Băi, oprește-te, băi. Băi, oprește-te, băi, că s-au dișălat bateria aici, am cațaș. Mamă, fugi. Fugi. Dă-i tare. Stai, măi, oleacă. Uite ce am făcut aici. Are pe bune. O început cânta Ionuț acolo în cameră, dărâmat dulapul de tot. Doamne Iisuse Hristoase, Dumnezeul nostru, Cel ce a făcut marea și toate celele. Aoleu, a spart bateria.
Before long, Objects inside the house begin flying and crashing violently, shifting, slamming, and falling with enough force to make it clear this was no simple settling of an old structure. It feels deliberate, as if something inside the building is reacting to their presence and growing angrier by the second. Many paranormal investigators believe abandoned places can become breeding grounds for sinister entities, especially when they sit untouched for years, isolated, rotting, and undisturbed, giving whatever is there time to grow stronger. But this was not the only terrifying encounter they experienced. During another live stream, at a completely different abandoned house, they captured something that left both the team and their viewers badly shaken.
Da cu casetofonul ăsta mini, da cu dulapul mini. Oricare spirit te află aici, oricare... Ce-a fost asta? Ce-a fost asta? S-a desfăcut sertarul în capă. Fai de cap, mă, dacă nu nebunesc. Uitați, uite spiritul cum trece pe aici, uite, uite. Da cu dulapul mini. Îți ordon, oricare spirit te afla, oricare... Hai de pula mea, gata.
Ce-ai zis așa, măi?
Nu, am stricat tot, gata.
Was that a person sitting right there?
Ce-ai zis, nu trebuia să zici.
Vai de capul meu, pleacă.
O rup toată.
Pleacă, gata.
Ți-am zis să nu zici.
Bro.
Ai zis să dea cu dulapul în tine, de ce ai zis?
Vai de capul meu.
Nu trebuia să zici.
În fața mea, Ionuț.
Hai de mine, nu trebuia să zici. Nu trebuia să cânt nicio aia.
Pardon, oricare spirit te afla, oricare...
It literally looked like something pushed that shit from the left side. That is crazy.
Asta pe bunii de mult, pe bunii de la mare.
Da, Ionuț.
Nu-ți de mic de ei. Și cochii, și căcatul ăștia.
A, tu cu moliftele tale, cu astea. Nu e de la molift.
Ai zis tu.
Am zis eu.
Some people tried to dismiss what appeared on camera as dust, or maybe light catching bits of debris in the air. But that explanation begins to fall apart the moment you notice the timing. The strange formation appears almost immediately after one of the investigators directly asks if any spirits are present, as if something is answering. Then, only seconds later, a shelf suddenly comes crashing down with violent force, collapsing in a way that feels far beyond coincidence.
Bruh, that
Whatever was
crazy.
inside that house seemed powerful enough to affect the environment, powerful enough to respond, and powerful enough to make one thing brutally clear. It did not want them there. And encounters like this are exactly why so many investigators warn that some abandoned houses are not empty at all. They are occupied. Let's just hope whatever caused that level of paranormal destruction never followed anyone